Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Would it fall upon me? I won't let you down, and man, you will keep safe my love. Safe my love. So the earth, a blanket of bounty, in the distance of hers, the devil drives empty in a baby's eyes. The ritual purifies every desire. Above me, on my back in the sun, would it fall upon me? I won't let you down.
quickly introduce these wonderful band of men. Starting on the left is John McCauley, and also my husband, and he's from Nashville, or from Providence originally, and now Nashville. Sky Steele, extraordinaire violinist and person and vegetarian, who I've been playing with since 2007. It's good. And my new dear friend that I met in Nashville through John, Adam Landry, who also produced a couple songs from this album. So thank you all for being here, and thank you guys. I'm a little nervous. I mean, it's the first time playing some of these songs, hence the wine, the jacket. Okay, I'll start this one. This one is called House of Seven Swords. Strength and devotion come without warning. You know when you know what to do. No simple scheming. You should be sleeping. Sometimes you just can't think it through. That's the way it is, love. Go whichever way you need to go. Nobody can tell you how to build your house of seven swords. That's the way it is, love. Together and yet still we're on our own. Nobody can tell us how to build our house of seven swords. Shaman won't tell you. Preacher will try to. You could take your time and take a trip. Let your eyes see hidden things. Your heart beat like a drum. Your eyes see hidden things. Your heart beat like a drum. That's the way it is, love. And go whichever way you need to go. Nobody can tell you how to build your house of seven swords. That's the way it is, love. Together and yet still we're on our own. Nobody can tell us how to build our house of seven swords. That's the way it is, love. That's the way it is, love. Your house of seven swords. That's the way it is, love. Together and yet still we're on our own. Nobody can tell us how to build our house of seven swords. And part of this record I did in, oh, my elastic's wrong, in England with Steve Osborne, who is like this wizard that I met through my friend Katie. And he has this little shire, I call it, in the studio called Real World, which is this old mill. It's about an hour outside of London. And Peter Gabriel bought it, I guess, 10 years or so ago and turned it into a studio. So I went into this huddle with Steve, and John actually came out to visit for a bit, and then, of course, I put him to work to play some guitar. Thank you. And then I did this other part of the record. So that was all the English Hobbit side, in a sense. But a Hobbit's like on ecstasy, really, you know? And then, but without having to really do it, they just eat. Hobbit ecstasy is mushrooms. It's like gonna be a natural shrub. And then the other half of the record I did with this wizard from Tennessee, Adam, who was so nice to fly out here and play this with me. So it's kind of England meets Tennessee, and it's interesting. One last thing is I wrote on my last record in a song called I Don't Want to Be a Bride, but we got married. I wrote this song, I don't know if you realize it, I wrote it from London. I said something about going from London to Tennessee. I had no idea I'd meet a man that loved Nashville, and then I'd end up living there, and I call that a premonition song. As writers, it's weird with songs, sometimes they're premonition songs, you write what the future may be, and so that was one of those. And anyway, this song is called Blue Pool, and this happened on the Shrub Hobbit side of the album. Just a moment. Such a mom drink now. I do mom drinks. Man, it's so nice to see you again in a gray blue pool in LA. And I close my book, move my bag, make some space, 'cause it's time to give that sun a break. Well, tell me now how these few years have been. What is living to honor the past? And I have been well, I say through a smile. These feelings, they come and go fast. Light your cigarette and see the flame in your eyes. Sing me that new song you sing. Time for you and I, it was never quite right. It matters, that means everything. 'Cause the golden walls grow quick. Before you know you're outside of it, and the ivy's coming in. It's so beautiful if you can find it. Time, she's always kept you on her good side. Some people, they still fight the fate. I understood clear what you said with your eyes. We all speak in different ways. But the garden walls grow quick. Before you know you're outside of it, and the ivy's coming in. It's so beautiful if you can find it. And the garden walls grow quick. Before you know you're outside of it, and the ivy's coming in. It's so beautiful if you can find it. Thank you. So even though I'm older, I like to call myself old, and then people think it's not true, but it's kind of true. I'm 35 now, and I still find it really refreshing or still very realistic to write things from like a teenage standpoint. Perhaps because things are so raw in certain ways. So this song's called Nothing Where Something Used to Be, and I was channeling teen breakup, like what that first feeling, what that first series of emotion feels like. So, you know, I'm a bit older, but I feel like I know what's going on with the teens still. It's all the same. I mean, it hurts all just the same, but the first time is the worst. Do I start this one?
No.
What? Who starts this one?
We'll take care of it.
Okay. Good man.
There's just something about you that I trust. I didn't say, but I was sad to see you go. You went back to the ghost, I went back to what I know. It seems like every night me and my friends at some bar. I tell myself I'm thinking, but I'm just drinking till I feel far. Said you seem pretty bummed, you've been wanting to call me. Do it, do it. Do it, do it. You should do it, do it. Do it, do it. 'Cause now there's nothing or something used to be. It's confusing, 'cause I'm the one that left. It was preemptive, I don't know who I am. Are we all searching for something we don't understand? Someone else to see through our battle plans. You should do it, do it. Do it, do it. You should do it, do it. Do it, do it. 'Cause now there's nothing or something used to be. 'Cause now there's nothing or something used to be. I try to remember, there's no future, there's no past. I try to remember, if it can last, then it will last. I try to remember it. But now there's nothing or something used to be. But now there's nothing or something used to be. Oh, you should do it, do it. Do it, do it. You should do it, do it. Do it, do it. Thank you.
So I really love Dusty Springfield, and I love the way her voice was recorded. And so when I was working with Steve, we wanted to do like a little ode to her in terms of like the space around her voice. And so there's a song called Matter of Time on the record, and this is during the time that John was visiting me, which was great timing because, you know, this whole portion of the album in England was just me and Steve sitting in a room, coming up with different sounds and turning knobs and things and making just something sound beautiful to us. But this song was written on the piano, and it was just too piano-y. It just didn't work. It needed to have a different texture. And of course, John is such a natural musician. I just said, can you just play this on guitar? And he just played the song on guitar, and it was absolutely perfect for that. And then it was great because Steve got to meet we weren't married yet, so, right? Right. So I think he told me as a producer, I don't know if there's any producers here tonight, but it's always scary to meet the partner of, or the boyfriend or girlfriend of the artist, because you're never sure. Like, you're like, he can play, and like, I don't think he knew who John Macaulay was or anything, and I didn't really tell him that much, I have to say. And I think he was internally dying scared that it was gonna be. And after, I'll never forget it, Steve is a wizard, so he's a man of few words. He says like 3 words a day. And he said at the end of the session, the boy can play. And then I proceeded to play him all this Deer Tick stuff, and it was great. So anyway, this is one of those one-take sessions where John just played guitar and I sang. And we reran it a couple times, and then that's what's on the album. This is called Matter of Time.
Give her all your darkness, and give her all your light. Love is like a carriage, it's no spirit in the night. Like a wishing well, where all your pennies fell. He says it's only a matter of time before your heart is mine. Have you been searching? You've been looking the world over. When is it time to let go? And is it then that you know all the peace that we've been bringing out of each other, out of each other? Flow like a circuit through a curse of neon sign, writing her the letter. What's the curve of your desire? And the cycle starts its run. We become what we become. He says it's only a matter of time before your heart is mine. Have you been searching? You've been looking the world over. When is it time to let go? And is it then that you know all the peace that we've been bringing out of each other, out of each other? When is it time to let go? And is it then that you know all the peace that we've been bringing out of each other, out of each other? Give her all your darkness, and give her all your light. Love is like a carriage, it's no spirit in the night. My way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way, making a way through the crowd.
If I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. It's always times like these when I think of you, and I wonder if you ever think of me. 'Cause everything's so wrong and I don't belong, living in your precious memory. 'Cause I need you and I miss you. And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass us by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just, oh, sorry, just see you tonight. Don't wanna let you know I'm drowning in your memory, and I don't wanna let this go. I don't. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Still need you, and I still miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass us by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see. If I could just see you, if I can just hold you tonight. Thank you, Sky. Those songs that ooh, have you noticed this glass almost fell off the keyboard? It's slowly been moving the whole time. You were gonna tell me when it got, okay. It's one of those songs that I wrote, which usually this doesn't work out, but I woke up from a dream with a melody in my head, and it was like, I think a simple enough melody that I thought, I can totally remember this, and I think this might be good. And so I didn't remember this when I woke up the next morning, but I recorded it onto my GarageBand, onto my laptop, and woke up the next day and making coffee, and then I was like, oh, I think I did something. And then I looked, and don't worry, I wasn't on Ambien at all. And it was like this cool little like lullaby thing in the key of C. I think I initially played it in the key of C. And then I sat down, and by the end of my cup of coffee, the rest of the song had happened, which never happens. Those songs, they happen like one time every 2 years for me, and so one makes it onto an album every time. And then this song took on this whole other life. a very dear friend of mine, her mother was very sick, and we were on our way to the hospital. And I don't know any, like, I know one song at a time in my brain. And it was just such a silent car ride, and I really wanted to make people feel better in the car, my friends Stevie and Karen. And I just started, like, as she says, like, kind of chirping the song, because I wasn't sure if it was okay. And I just started, like, singing Carousel, and we all kind of started singing the song. And it became kind of this soothing, wonderful tune that I always associate with seeing this, like, very emotional process. And this woman ended up passing away, and but I will always associate it with that time, and it's kind of become, in a way, Barb's song. This woman that died, and so I would like to dedicate this song to Stevie, and I'm so glad that she kind of took it in that car, and it kind of has a much more of an important purpose in a way, you know, because I got to see it in action. So let's hope I don't mess it up now. Let's see. Got it.
For all you broken-hearted lovers lost, go find another one. 'Cause you know time will wait and you'll be late. White rabbits on the run. It's hard to know what's good for you. I know she let you down, but the fever breaks when it's too much to take. So you can put your weapons down. All you'll hear is the music. Beauty stands before you. Love comes back around again. It's a carousel, my friend. Never too late to change the pace. So while the days creep up on you, but the goodness is something you don't have to chase. 'Cause it's following you, and all you'll hear is the music. Beauty stands before you. Love comes back around again. It's a carousel, my friend. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I thought I heard your voice in the thunder. Is the outcasting spells that we're under? I thought I heard your voice in the thunder. Is the outcasting spells that we're under? And all you'll hear is the music. Beauty stands before you. Love comes back around again. It's a carousel, my friend. It's in the music. Oh, before you. Around again. It's a carousel. A carousel. It's a carousel, my friend. Well, time will wait, so don't be late. White rabbits on the run.
Baby and the guys, and it was like all in prep for this night. We had rehearsals whenever we could meet in Nashville. It was like maybe a couple of rehearsals over the course of like 2 months, just because that's when everyone was there. And anyway, it's been a really nice night for me, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you. This song is called River, And like Carousel, it is the only song that I remember off the top of my head from this album. And it is really the only song aside from that Grateful Dead song that gets Sid to be quiet. Sid is our baby.
Sailors on the sea, are we heading clear for the edge of the ocean? There's no city that keeps you king for a gypsy. Are you guided by some vision? All your moves heading up to an ancient arc. We are free at the canyon cliff of my heart.
Sorry, wait. That is not the right chord. Wait, what's the chord? Wait, okay. I remember it when I sing an a cappella to the baby. Wait. Right from the first chorus. What's the first lyric of the chorus? To the... The river flows, it takes a hand, and it's coming through, and you ain't changing on your own. Oh, it changed for you. The river flows, it always flows. And he walks home in another city. Is my stuck in ancient war? And all you need is the space for the beauty to take you, and she will take you. Shit, I did it again. Wait.
Top of your head.
What is it? Is it the C? Oh, it's the C natural. Now they never got the feeling getting right into the chorus. 3, 4. He walks home to another city. Is my stuck in ancient war? And all you need is the space for the beauty to take you, and she will take you. The river flows, it takes a hand, and it's coming through, and you ain't changing on your own. Oh, we changed for you. The river flows, it always flows. Flows through you. Flows through you. The river flows, it takes a hold. Oh, it's coming through, and we ain't changing on our own. Oh, we changed for you. The river flows, it always flows. And we're just sailors on the sea. Yeah, we're just sailors on the sea.